Okay, this is a brief lesson on the solo for flute named Melody. And this is the book from which I've taken the solo. This is the first solo in the book. It's a very simple solo, but it's a good one to get your feet wet if you're trying to build up a repertoire or a listing of solos that you can play for whoever. This is intended for solo and ensemble festival. And we're going to look at melody, and it has a section that actually repeats itself. So if you look at the melody, measure 5 down to measure 13 is basically like 21 down to 29. Okay? So once you learn the first, maybe the first 2 lines, then those 2 lines repeat themselves down from 21 down to 29. So let's take a look at this line at a time. The breath marks are important, so make sure that you don't take a breath before that mark. All right, that's noted by the comma on there. So we're in the key of B flat, which means all of our B's are flat and all of our E's are flat, unless we have a natural sign, which we do in measure 15. All right, you're going to be playing an E natural in measure 15. So we start out at mezzo forte, medium loud, and we play like so. And we're starting at 5 because the first 4 measures will be piano. Let me put my glasses on here so I can actually see this. Okay, so measure 5, probably down to 9, will be played like this. All right, notice in measure 8, there's a slur from the D to the C. So make sure that you're not stopping the tone, not stopping the air, and you're not going to tongue the C. You're going to tongue the D and simply move your fingers to the C fingering, okay? And there's a crescendo in measure 8, which means to get louder. So we're going to get a little more, we're going to play louder and more intense as we go into 9, all right? The breath mark is sort of in an awkward place, but I get it. They don't want you to take a breath before the first beat of 9 because it breaks up the flow or the phrasing. So from there, at measure 9, we have this. Some people find that a little tricky when you play from 11 to 12 because the natural thing to do is to play the last note of 11, a B flat, and the next note change. Well, the next note is also a B flat, so make sure that you do that. All right, so let's put the metronome on. I'm going to put it on 90, even though it's calls for 92. We're going to play at 90, and we're going to play from measure 5 down to 13. Here we go. Okay, and since this is a smooth solo, not very staccato and articulate, the tonguing that I'm using is not going to be real harsh. It's not going to be a ta. It's more of a da tongue. Okay, so you might want to do that too. So that's 5 down to 13. Notice that 21 down to 25 is the same as 5 to 9. All right, then we play 9 down to 13 is the same as 25 to 29. So the first 2 lines are just like the line 4 and 5, all right? All right, here's the most difficult part of the solo, the middle line, 13. It's jumping all over the place, but there's a pattern to it. So look at it, we have B flat, A, and all the A's are natural, all right? Beginning flute players, once they discover this A flat, They think all the A's are flat because it's fun to put your little finger on the A flat or the G sharp key, but it's not. It's just you're going from B flat to A or whatever. So that's an A natural. So we go B flat A, C, B flat D, C, E flat D. All right. So that's the pattern, and it sounds like this. All right. There's a natural rise, all right, that you're going to do in the music, and they've got it notated there at 13. And then we end that phrase at 15 and 16 with this. And we have two accents on those half notes. So just simply we're going to tongue it a little harder. You don't want to play too loud on them because it'll overblow to the octave. You don't want to do that. You want to go. Okay. So at 15 we have G, F, E flat, E natural, which is thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And you can put your pinky on if you want. It's not necessary, but that just balances the flute. So 15 into 16 is. Okay, so let's play from 13 to 17. Okay, I did not have to breathe after the third beat of 4/10. I can play this entire line in one breath. If you can do that, that's fine. If not, take the breath where they say to do that. All right. That's basically the solo. Then we play the last line. We have dotted halves because there are there's one dotted half, and it's 3 counts, and it's going to be on count 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to go B flat, 3, 4, B flat, 3, rest, and then this simple F, E flat, D. So the last line will be this. And I'm using vibrato in all of the notes, okay? Mostly the half notes in the whole notes. So we'll cover that in another lesson. It's a natural thing that you do to make the notes come alive, make them sound more musical, like someone would be singing a note, okay? It's sort of a waver in the pitch. Okay, so here's the entire solo starting at 5, and we're playing at 90. Note at 13 didn't want to come out. All right, here's 21. 2, ready. Okay, so this is a good solo for working on tone, intonation, phrasing, dynamics, articulation, just making things sound musical. You're not going to be caught up in what's this fingering, except maybe measure 15, G, F, E flat, E natural, F, okay? Not very technical, so you can concentrate and focus all of your energy on making things sound musical, which is what's important. So stay tuned for the next lesson on a solo that's a little bit more challenging. All right, this is the first lesson in the Standard of Excellence Festival Solos book, okay? And this is a good one to start with, and then we'll go from there and play some more difficult solos. So continue to work on this, enjoy playing your flute, play musically, and have a great day. See you next time.